All right. We have another strategy for you today, and today we are playing as the Mayans. So you know what that means? Gothic Condotieros. Wait, that didn't really make any sense at all. But I've been doing this strategy a whole bunch of times. This is probably my favorite Gothic Condottiero game, period. Done. Over. Why is this one my favorite? Well, our opponents just got smashed by this exact strategy in which I was playing the Goths and just overran them with huge numbers of Condottieros. Don't worry, I'll talk about the actual strategy and all that good stuff in just a second, but I wanted to give you a little bit of backstory on why I really enjoyed this game in specific. Freddie said after seeing the strategy, "Wow, that is awesome and seems like a lot of fun. It's not a crazy amount of fun to sling somebody. Would you mind if I was Goffs?" And I said, "Freddie, I would love it if you picked Goffs and see if you could execute this strategy." Now, there's a couple of key things that you need for this strategy to work. Obviously, you need the following civs. So you need a Goth player, which Freddy is playing as. He's going to be producing those Condotieros. Why do you need to pick Goths? Well, the reason that you need to pick Goths is that Goths have significantly cheaper infantry. Their infantry do tons of damage against buildings, and they produce really, really quickly. There's also an argument to be made that you could go for Vikings for additional HP on your Condotieros, or you could go for Malians to get additional Pierce armor on your Condotieros. I personally think Arkham's Razor, simplest solution is often the best solution. More, cheaper, better. Age of Empires oftentimes comes down to a numbers game, so that is my argument for Gothic Condotieros rather than any other civilization. You will also need Italians, so Goths, Italians. Why Italians? Well, obviously Italians are required to get those Condotieros to begin with. And then finally, in this situation, I went for Mayans. And the reason that I chose Mayans is because you need to wall off quite significantly, like I'm doing over Younder, Flounder, Downder, and they get a reduction of walling costs. But you could honestly make an argument for Cumans, who are great at slinging. You could make an argument for Saracens for market abuse. You could make an argument for a Spanish if you want to set up trade. I don't think trade is necessary because you're not really going to get to it. Or any civ with a really, really strong eco bonus. Poles could be an argument for, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. Also, real quick, shift click. Do I not know that there's a significantly easier wall off to be made? Never watch your own games back. Never watch your own games back. So basically, myself in the teal over here, playing as the Mayans, and Chris Becker playing in the green are both going to be slinging Freddy in the blue so that he can get to Imperial Age as quickly as possible and get out fully upgraded Condottieros. Oh, but champions are better than Condottieros. What about Huskarls? No, I think Condottieros are actually significantly better than Huskarls against melee units. Yeah, if you're up against archers, you can make an argument for Huskarls. Yada yada yada. Blah blah blah. Who cares? You don't need an elite upgrade. They are just strong. 80 HP, 10 base attack, as well as I think 1 melee defense. And then when you get all of those additional attack upgrades, it's like plus 3 attacks, so 13 attack, 4 melee defense, 3 pierce defense. It's pretty dang. Oh, sorry. Goths don't get the last defense. Whatever. It just works. Trust me, it just works. Now, our opponents, as mentioned before, already played against us, and they're being really annoying, trying to stop us from walling off. When you do this strategy, make sure that you add layer after layer after layer of wall. The last thing you want to happen is your economy to get exposed and get smashed before the Italian player can pump out tons of Condotieros. I can finally relax because we're all full walled. Red's being really, really annoying. He's attacking different houses. We're walling behind those houses. Yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Finally, I figured out the right spot to wall off because I'm a super pro and totally not a noob. Stone walls, we don't care. We don't want our opponents to get through. Now, Chris Becker and I, we had this idea of I was going to just sling Freddy gold and Becker was going to just sling Freddy food. I recommend against this, but I'll get back to that point a little bit later on. But at the time, okay, at the time, we were like, wow, this is a flippin' brilliant idea. Red, yellow, and purple are all up to castle age already. They don't want us to keep sending resources to Freddy. They want to smash us quick and they want to smash us early. F. And they experienced the full power of the Gothic Condottieros in the previous game, which was a smashing. It was an absolute smashing. It was super one-sided. I felt like they wanted to TC drop us because they had two Persians and one Sicilian. But thankfully our walls were up so quick that that never even became an issue. And they're almost through the second layer of palisade walls. Red is not mucking around. Siege workshop immediately. Scout on the front, continuously trying to break through the wall. And this is what you gotta worry about. People breaking through your wall. Thankfully, I've played this strategy enough that I know not to take my walling lightly. I will add stone walls behind. I will add towers behind if I have to. Mucky stuff. Meanwhile, Freddy is constructing a castle. I do recommend, now some people say, oh, you don't really need a castle, you can just make more barracks. I think the castle is actually a good addition, especially if you kind of work out the build order for the Goths. You can have your allies sling you enough stone to get that castle up. One, it meets the requirements of the Imperial Age. Two, it will protect your border really, really nicely, even able to put some pressure on those palisade walls if you build it close enough. Three, you can get conscription. Conscription is a huge technology because you won't need like 6, 8. I think Freddy told me he built like 8 barracks. You don't need this many. You will not be able to produce from all of them, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. What? I look over for one flippin' second and there's already a castle on my face. I guess that's the power of Sicilians. And we're kind of freaking out at this point because our entire eco is exposed. So what do you do when your walls get breaking through? Wall behind. What an absolute flipping mess we are creating for ourselves. I would not be surprised if Red went for some petards over here. So this is really fun. We have kind of like a base race going on without having a base race going on. I'm quickly trying to like make these palisade walls happen as well. These are not even like fully constructed. The villagers are already streaming through. Let's go, palisade walls. Just give me enough time to stonewall all of this. We're like, Freddy, how's it going over there? Are you almost imp yet? He's like, yeah, man, I'm almost imp. I'm getting there. Becker's even over here with some archers. He's supposed to be slinging another castle on my face. F. And Becker's like, can you delete some of these palisade walls? I'm not fully stonewalled yet. I don't want those knights to run in. Let me fully stonewall first. I tell him, you know what? Whatever. Who cares? By the time those knights run over here, we'll already be fully protected, right? Maybe? Cool. Freddy's in, and look how quickly he's going to have a massive, massive army if he just clicks the barracks, maybe, anytime soon. Freddy? 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 Freddy, what's going on? Where are the condos? Oh, thank goodness. Okay, there are the 7 condos queued, and look how fast these things produce. Like I said, I don't think you actually need 6 Raxes. I think it works perfectly fine with 3 or 4, because he can't even produce that many. He doesn't have the resources to keep producing that many Condottieros. But these guys are fully upgraded, and they're basically out there instantly due to the Gothic bonus. Another 4, another 4, another 4, another 4. As fast as we can sling resources, he's going to be constructing. Ooh, another stonewall behind the stonewall, but that does get breaking through, so we gotta get out of here. Mass abandoning of my base. Who cares? We're stonewalling these sections as well. Oh no, man. Oh no, disaster over here. We're screaming to Freddy. We're going, Freddy! Freddy, come on. You gotta kill them already. You gotta break through. You got, we're getting wrecked over here. We need you, man. Thankfully, I was able to get most of my villagers out of here as we are quickly attempting to stonewall this. He's preoccupied just smashing in my face hole with knights, and this is where the game really starts taking a turn. We have a double base race going on. We have my buildings that are being absolutely smashed by yellow, but at the same time, Freddy's over here. They're walling as well. They should be walling. They should be walling significantly more with what? 31 Condottieros. 31 freaking boys. This army came out of nowhere. Long hair. Don't care. Find where you can do damage, Freddy, and just smash your way through those walls. They're so satisfying. They're absolutely so satisfying. And they get that extra bonus damage too from the Goths. Oh, you were going to construct a castle? That's cute. Now all of a sudden, there's 31 Gothic Condottieros in your base. Becker's like, we can still get this wall up. Get this wall up over here. We get the walls. I'm like, okay, dude, you do you. I'm going to just abandon. And I decided to go for a super mega wall over here. I'm like, I gotta keep Becker safe. As long as we're able to keep slinging Freddy, we should be in a good position. I'll go on the gold. So this is why you don't want to have one person on gold and one person on food, because if one person gets hit hard, you're not going to be able to sling that gold that your ally so desperately requires. I'm pretty sure Freddy is saying like, hey, I need gold, hey, I need gold, hey, I need gold, but there was no gold to give. Purple is deader than deader. But they're not giving up. They know that they've done a whole bunch of damage to me. Oh my god, the slashing though, the absolute slashing. Oh, must be so frustrating to be against this. And I've heard people call their allies noobs because they died so quickly. Because one moment you'll be alive, and the next moment you'll be completely overrun by Gothic Condottieros. I mean, Purple has like what, 3 villagers, 2 villagers. Where does he still have a villager at this point? Like, my goodness, where are you? There's one guy over here, and there's one woman with literally 1 HP. As this was going on, Becker and I were saying like, we're getting rammed, we're getting like attacked over here, we're getting mangoed, we're not getting our wall offs off. Like, we need you to smash the next guy already. You actually don't need to full kill somebody with Gothic Condottieros. Like, these guys should already be moving over to the next individual. Yellow is desperately trying to wall. Thankfully, he has tons and tons of knights, right? 11 knights against, oh. Well, that's a lot of Condotieros. Oh no! They were patrolling. They're getting all these free hits. It doesn't even matter. Freddy's just like, I walk through. Yes. Oh my god! Absolute hilarity over here. And these things just absolutely smash. Just absolutely smash. Look how quickly those night numbers are completely decreased to 0. And yellow is soon to be on the menu. And this is why you keep walling. Red's like, my god, these flippin' Waller boys over here. It's just layer after layer after layer of walls. This castle is quite worrisome. I think, in all honesty, Red would have been much better off just going for a couple of rams and trying to ram through on our base. At this point, I was quite worried, and I believe I told Becker, hey, why don't you just sling me like 400 stone, buy some stone, sling it to me, and I will construct a castle. I'm desperately trying to buy stone. Okay, we have enough stone for a castle. We go to build the castle, and then we realize, F, we're still in feudal age. No castle to be constructed, but it's fine. Freddy is smashing the yellow opponent. Now, one thing that you can do to have significantly more Condottieros around those TCs is you can actually alt-click, and they'll all walk underneath it, and then once they're underneath, you just click, boom, smash. First Crusade coming in. Tons. I don't know if First Crusade actually came in. There's only 26 of them. Maybe there's some more on the way. No, it's definitely First Crusade. First Crusade has come in, but look at the amount of Condottieros that are here. First Crusade doesn't even stand a flippin' chance against this. So far for the not castle, but we do have more walls. Always more walls. I didn't even care about these villagers anymore. I'm just like, stop that mango! Stop the mango! Oh my gosh, you gotta love this strategy. And they knew it was coming as well, yet this was still the result. If people don't expect this to be coming, I think your results are even better. I mean, they knew to make early military, they knew to push us hard, yet this was still the result. 142 Condottieros produce. And my favorite thing actually after the fact is you can see how the Condottieros just like walk through the bases that they have destroyed into a trickle into the new base that you are currently destroying. There have to be 108 Condottieros altogether because I'm pretty sure actually Becker made a couple of spearmen. Those spearmen are definitely going to keep us safe, Becker. They did not make it into our base, and that was huge. But look at this absolute vomit of walls over here. We were actually discussing after this game, how could you best protect against this strategy if this strategy was used against you? I think the best way that you can protect yourself is actually to full wall your bases as well. Condottieros are really strong early imp, but their power level does decrease with time. They're not as good as, for example, full paladin or full arbalest or something in that nature. I think full walling your base and putting tons and tons of archers behind those walls. Condottieros also don't have great pierce defense, might lead you to a more favorable outcome than what we saw here. Let's quickly look at those statistics and call this one a wrap. Oh, wait a second. Purple still have one villager? Where is this one villager? Is it the guy or the woman? Take your bets. Take your bets. I think I see him. Or is it her? The woman that was chopping the lumber survived on 1 HP. Wow, that sums up this game pretty dang skippity, if you ask me. That's amazing. The absolute smash that you put on people is insane. insane. Let's look at the military numbers over here. 3.17. 130 killed, only 41 units lost. Both Becker and I are mostly just running. Becker, oh, mine is an absolute 0. I killed 0 additional units and lost 13. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And look how fast those Goths smash those buildings as well. 36 buildings raised. I highly recommend that you try this strategy. It is not hard. All you do is you pick Goths and Italians. You go fast Imperial Age. Doesn't even matter how much pop you go for. I think 25, 26, 27, 28. All is good as long as you're getting a sling. When you reach feudal market blacksmith, when you reach castle, try and have enough stone to drop a castle immediately. Make sure that they don't get through the walls. And then once you make it up to Imperial Age, make sure that you get all the upgrades for your condos. And then just have fun. Don't forget conscription. But you only need about 3 barracks. And just pump out hordes, masses of Condottieros to smash your opponent's faces. The faster you can hit, the more damage you will do. So much fun. So much fun. Most fun to play it. That's why we actually took turns. After this one, Chris Becker was playing the Goths as well. And it was an absolute smashing. Those guys didn't know what hit him with some new guys. And yeah, a lot of fun. Just remember, guys, don't let your memes just be dreams. And keep walking. Keep living your life. Have an absolutely fantastic day. Poop Lord out.